Well, good morning, and welcome to the Morning Report. The Morning Report is a production of fightbackmedia.com, fightbackmedia.com, and fightbackmediatv.com. I am thrilled to be here. It is Monday morning here on September 25th, 5th, 2023, in the year of our Lord. I trust that you are well today. Just wanted to hit a couple of things that I think are important moving into this week. Folks, for the 2024 election coming up, there are a lot of voices out there, and there are a lot of loud voices. And if you are silly, stupid, lazy, dumb enough, like myself, to be on Twitter, X, you will hear a lot of it. You will see a lot of it. And what I want to do is give you some guideposts to go by, because there are certain people, and one of them I'm going to mention by name in this broadcast, who are freaking insane, or just so used to lying, just so used to it. It's just so easy for them, because they get some benefit and they get a pat on the back, or are they getting a check? I'm not sure what the heck, but they seem to not have a problem with it. And the one I'm talking about is Laura Loomer. Laura Loomer has said uh, in her Twitter profile that she's an investigative journalist, and she's the founder of Loomered, author and former Project Veritas operative, and she's a feisty Jewish receipt queen. Whatever. She has a show on Rumble, but what she is, and it's okay to be a supporter of Donald Trump. It is fine. Fine. Do whatever you want. Support whomever you wish. But Laura Loomer is one of these people that makes the rest of the normal supporters of President Trump look and sound crazy, look and sound ridiculous. She tweeted, this was yesterday morning. Justin at Ron DeSantis has failed to raise enough money for his campaign and has only enough campaign cash left to keep going for another 30 days. Expect massive layoffs from his campaign in the next few weeks. He has failed to meet the necessary metrics before the second GOP debate this week. It's finally going to be over. He needs to drop out. Hashtag MAGA, hashtag Trump 2024. Sounds awful, right? Sounds like, oh my God. There's only one problem with what she tweeted. None of it's true. None of it's true. And it doesn't take much research. It doesn't take much digging to find out who's going to be on the next debate stage. And the idea somehow that Ron DeSantis, successful governor of Florida, would have less support than Nikki Haley or Chris Christie is in and of itself ridiculous, outrageously ridiculous. Now, you probably have an idea that at this point I am a supporter. If I have to support somebody, it's probably my governor, because I've seen what he's done, sort of up close and personal. I don't have any problem with people who are considering listening to Nikki Haley. I don't, or Vivek Ramaswamy. No problem. I do think that Chris Christie is a big sack of whale dung, but that's just me. It's just me. If you want to support Chris Christie because you hate Trump so much, go right ahead. Go right ahead. Fine. But this idea that the left is calling Trump supporters cultish cult-ish, people like Laura Loomer are falling right into that. And you know what? And I'm looking at, well, my response was, you are lying. Because she is just lying. But there are other people. DeSantis should have listened to the siren call of the establishment. What? Because that's what they've been saying. And I did a program on this a few years ago, well, a few months ago, that anybody who is in support of of Trump is part of the establishment, because they just use these terms. First of all, like they freaking mean something. Like somehow the rest of us can't make our own decisions, and if we decide that maybe I just don't think that Donald Trump's the right person at the right time right now, that I must be part of the establishment. Please get over yourself. Get a damn grip. Get a grip. He was like an unnecessary vest on a hot summer day talking about DeSantis. These are some of the tweets. And it's a real shame because he's the best governor. When, let's go back to 2015. Because I said this, you can go back and listen to some of the programs. I said just this. It is worrisome that when you have a candidate that causes such division inside inside a community, and I'm not talking about the nation, I'm talking about Republicans, that people who you have known for years and you have supported, and now suddenly because of this one individual, now you don't trust, or say you don't trust. It's like the new kid that shows up in the schoolyard and turns everybody against the popular kid, the kid that you've trusted and known well, the kid that you went to kindergarten with, went to the same daycare with. The new kid shows up and now he has talked to you and poisoned your mind. And I said it that way on purpose. Poisoned your mind in a way that now you don't trust the kid that knows you best, the person that knows you best, that you know best. He has poisoned the well. This was Trump. I'm just not. I mean, I have to be honest. This was Trump. This was the mentality. This was the campaign strategy to suddenly have the electorate turn on people they have supported all these years. Now, I told you, I've told the story 1,000 times, and here's 1,027. In my house in the Florida primary, there were 3 Republican votes, 2 for Marco Rubio and 1 for Ted Cruz. In 2016, in the presidential general election, there was really only one choice. It couldn't be Hillary Clinton. It just couldn't be. So it ended up being, frankly, by default, Donald Trump. I was thinking this afternoon through that whole process. In 2016, I ran for county commission where I live in a 70-30 Democrat, 70-30 or 75-25 Black county commission district as a Republican. Why? Because I'm a moron. I don't know. Because I'm a moron. But I was invited to a meeting of some local Republicans, and it just happened to be just after Trump won the last primary. I think it was after Super Tuesday, and it was pretty apparent that he was going to become the nominee. He hadn't yet because they hadn't had the convention, but it was pretty apparent that he was going to be the nominee. So I go to this meeting, and because they said that the people who invited me, they said, you know what, we're going to be able to I'm sorry, my co-host TC Tobin's bell is down there near my feet. Anyway, and I almost woke her up. So anyway, they said that they would help me with gather petitions, and they would help me um, get volunteers and all that stuff. So I drove out there. I went to the meeting, and most of their meeting was talking about Donald Trump this and Donald Trump that, Donald Trump the other. And I was like, oh, cool, all right. Because frankly, I was concerned about me. I was concerned about my campaign, not Donald Trump's campaign. Because when you run for any of the down ticket offices during presidential campaign, it's hard because the presidential campaign is such a big deal. PR wise, it just sucks all the oxygen and money out of the room. Nobody wants to talk about your little county commission race. They want to talk about Donald Trump. They want to talk about Hillary Clinton. They don't want to talk about your little city council race or your little school board race. Who cares? Yeah, I need to get 5,000 signatures to run. Yeah, I like to help you, but I'm really helping with this Trump on this Trump thing. I'm really helping up, and that's how it was. But I remember one of the people handed me a Trump bumper sticker. Now I just told you I'm running in a 70-30 Democrat, 75-25% black district. And this white woman handed me this Trump bumper sticker. And she said, well, if you're not going to put it on your car, then don't take it. Well, first of all, we don't put bumper stickers on our cars. Um, and we doggone sure don't put bumper stickers on our cars to make our car a target to coming out and finding my tire slash, coming out somewhere and finding my car keyed, painted. And that would be one thing if it were just me. But by the time my wife drives a car, my son drives a car, and they could be, in the car, I'm not going to make them a target either. My damn car is Switzerland. You get it? My vehicles are Switzerland. You ain't going to know. You just ain't going to know. Because people are crazy. People are ridiculously insane. So you're just not going to know. But it was the beginning of the hero worship that I warned you about. I saw it with Barack Obama, and I saw the very same thing with Donald Trump. And now I'm seeing it again with people like Laura Loomer. It's hero worship. Somebody did tweet, nice try, complete lie. DeSantis has a massive ground game in Iowa and in New Hampshire, while Trump has zero. He is not pretending to have one in Iowa. This tells me that Trump himself only has 30 days before he himself drops out. DeSantis has a huge fundraising haul in Texas the last few weeks. Why weren't you tweeting about all the DeSantis fundraisers in the past week? I guess the message came out that Trump's from Trump Central to lie about Trump's desperate situation. Now, I don't think Trump's going to drop out. I don't. And it isn't because I don't think Trump has the money. I don't think that he does. I think that he is. I think his campaign is struggling financially, but it's Donald Trump. Come on now, not going anywhere. It's not going anywhere. He'd sell off a couple of golf. He'd sell off. Somebody would have to sell off some golf courses or part of a hotel, some hotels. He's not going anywhere. He's not going anywhere. But the problem is that this is not true. Now, I want to get to a position where the people that we elect on this side, we can trust, and that we don't have to lie to each other about it. We don't have to lie. We can support our candidate without telling lies, and we can support our candidate without ripping down the other. because it's my hope that we're better. I don't know if we are, but I don't know if all of us are. Truly, Laura Loomer is not. Apparently, she is not. Not at all. But we'll see. We hear, and we see, oh, it's over, dude. Ha ha. Trump won't drop out because being elected is the only way he can keep himself out of prison. I don't know if that's true or not either. I don't think so. Because I don't think Trump's going to prison either. Oh. All right. You tell me what you think. Write it in the comments. You tell me what you think, how this is going to work out. I'm going to sit on the porch in my rocking chair and just wait and see what happens. How about you? Until we see you again, my name is Willie Lawson. This is the Morning Report. Morning Report is production of fightbackmedia.com, 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 and fightbackmediatv.com. So go out there and learn something, love somebody, and for goodness sakes, y'all take care of yourself. We will see you when we see you. Bye bye now.